Alright, here's another demo of my website database project. This is basically at the point where we're going to present tomorrow. I've come a long way, and I'm pretty proud of it at this point. This is the ER diagram, and this describes how the database itself works, how all the different portions of the database we call tables are related to each other, relationships, relations. And so this describes how the mechanisms basically work at a conceptual level. So you can use this as like a roadmap for how you're going to build this schema. And the schema is shown right here. And this is the schema for the database. And it reflects what's in that roadmap. So let's get into a little bit of the website here. So So first off, we have the part of the database or the website where you enter in data to the database. So if I want to add a student, Sasha, my partner, um, tuition amount, say it's $50,000. Type astronaut or something. Years 2025, and say I can click submit, and there's supposed to be a drop down here for institution, so I need to fix that. But that's why we test things, so don't know where that went. But anyway, onto the builder. This is the most important part. So I have the login system set up, so you can sign up and sign in, and you can select who the PI is, the person in charge who's building this budget, which you could also have connected directly to the username, the user login. And so you have to have a title for your project. Let's see, Berkeley. You have to have a funding source, a start date, and an end date. There's that. And then click next. Now we can add employees. We can also remove them, change my mind. If I need to add more, I can go here. So, and really, the admin will have access to all that other stuff. And so you can choose a co-PI, and they're part of the team that's in charge. So I'll try to do this fast. I could keep doing that, but I don't want to bore you guys, so I'll just show you a complete version, kind of like they do on the baking channel. Here's the before and after. So you enter in all the data, choose who's getting fringe benefits. So for each year, it's got different numbers. I'm going to add a button here that cascades through all of them and copies the values. But it persists, so you can see that if I put like the number 4 here, and I want to go back to some of the previous years and edit it and come back, the 4 is still there, so it's still valid data. Next, we can add students. And basically when they're involved with the budget, so say they're only involved with the budget for 1 of the years, or 2 of the years, or 3, or whatever. They can get tuition support, they can request tuition support, the PI can enter this for them. Let's see how many years we have, 3 years. So, there's this little search engine here that can narrow things down. You can just search by the year and it selects everything by the year. If you put in nothing, it'll give you everything that's in this database. So I'm going to do it by the year since our budget's only between 2025 and 2027, I think. I'm just adding some random stuff in here so we can get a feel for how the calculations are performing. So here's everything I selected. If I decide, hey, I don't want to go to Germany in 2027, that's $1,000 too much. So, cool, gone. Click next. Some of this stuff you have to manually enter, which you would normally do, but the computer's augmenting the rest of it. So these are values I entered in earlier, and it's just remembering it. And I'm just throwing them in kind of a pattern so you can make sure that the numbers are showing up in the exact spots that you would expect them to. So kind of a checkerboard pattern. We would expect to see 56, 45 in those spots on the other side. So I'll click submit. Obviously, I've left a bunch of zeros, so we're going to see a bunch of zeros. So let's click export. And what that does is it takes, first when I hit submit, it sent all the data out to the various tables that we saw in this roadmap. For the students down here, students that are involved with that budget will go on the budget student page. Faculty is tied to your budget with budget faculty and so on. And so when I click submit, it sent data out to all these various things. And then when I go and click export, it's going back and grabbing all these things and putting them into an Excel spreadsheet. And it's also performing calculations as it does that. Then you click download, and here's your spreadsheet that has been calculated and exported. Sorry, why it's acting up here. There we go. And so this is, like I said, there's going to be a bunch of zeros still in there. But that checkerboard pattern appears here. It's a little bit augmented because there's two rows of other. But yeah, it's performing all the calculations as expected. There's a little bit of debugging to do, but this is basically what I'm going to present tomorrow morning, and I think it's in great shape. As you can see, the student, the PI that you selected, the co-PI are there, and yeah, that's about it. So thanks for checking it out. I've spent a lot of work building this, and I'm pretty proud of it. So thank you.